President and Dr. Biden spent several hours both over Lahaina on the ground here and meeting with both first responders and victims of this tragedy at the big shelter, the War Memorial Shelter in central Maui. And he said the right things in many cases. When he came to the microphone to give his statements, he said the thing that a lot of folks I've been hearing from for 2 weeks have been saying, that he wants Maui, the people of Maui, to help determine how this place is rebuilt. There was a question as to who will have the most influence in that conversation going forward. Locals here, working class Native Hawaiians and multi-generational locals, are worried of disaster capitalism, people moving in to exploit this and buy up as much land as they can in this paradise and rebuild it for their interests as well. The president promises that that won't happen. It remains to be seen. There's a lot of forces at play here right now. He did serve as empathizer-in-chief after 5 days of being mostly silent on the issue publicly, but the governor said he was working behind the scenes to assure first responders that the feds had their back on this. He shared the stories we're familiar with of losing his daughter and wife and wondering if his sons had survived a car accident early in his political career, and that's what so many people here are going through now. The list of the missing, according to the mayor of Maui, was whittled from over 2,000 by the FBI and authorities down to around 850 now. That still seems impossibly high this many days, almost 2 weeks now after the fire broke out. Forensic anthropologists, though, say historically scenes like this can take months or even years to sort out the missing. You can hope there's still some confusion as to who's on that list. But the real heartbreak is to think about the children who were left home that day. There are parents in this town who lost their kids. There are kids who lost their parents. We're unclear if the President Biden was able to meet with any of those. We know he did meet with Archie Kalepa, a historic figure here. Uncle Archie, as he's known, a Hall of Fame waterman who led a lot of the relief efforts from a sort of a cul-de-sac command post that we went into as well. Some of those who have been very active on social media were at the table, at least with President Biden, for the few hours he was here. But now all eyes are on this place to see how soon they can find that huge number of missing and make peace with those families, and how exactly they will rebuild. Bill Weir, CNN, Maui.